Hey everyone, it's Layla. Quick disclaimer before the you guys start watching the episode. Uh, what you're about to see is from my first ever live stream, and there's some hiccups there. Namely, my voice. It's very quiet at times. I'm very sorry about that. I fixed the issue. As you can hear now, my voice is at a normal pitch, and just disclaimer that the first stream will have my own mic audio in a weird way, but it will be fixed in the next batch of episodes. So just please be patient with that. Uh, and yeah, thank you very much for watching. Enjoy. um. All right. Okay. So, with that finally taken care of. Hey everyone! So much for professional intros, am I right? Welcome to the first Seton Hall Gaming Sector tabletop campaign. I am Layla. I will be your game master for this campaign, and I am accompanied by three wonderful players, three good friends who have been able to help me with this insanity that is the start of the stream. I'm very sorry about that. But little explanation for anyone who is not familiar with the Mystery Dungeon series. It's a spin-off where instead of playing as a human, you play as a Pokemon. So you guys are going to see some fun antics where the players are Pokemon. And with that, we are going to begin our introductions for Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, the Golden Sea. So real quick, let me do my official introductions. We'll go with names, pronouns, school major, because why not? This is a school club. And, yeah, am I cutting that? Okay, but, what was I saying? Anyways, so, names, pronouns, anyways, names, pronouns, your school major, what your role is, and a fun fact about yourself if you want. So I'll start. My name is Layla, and I will, my pronouns are she, her, and my role is as the game master. I'm your god, fear me. I'm kidding. And I'm a creative writing major, and I will be, and fun fact about myself, I do content creation outside of this, not streaming, as you guys can clearly see, but, I have two YouTube channels, Mega Plays and Slingshot, and, you guys should totally subscribe to them and watch them, but with that finally taken care of, let's have our players finally introduce themselves. So, first up, let's go with Jacob. Why don't you introduce yourself?
Hello, my name is Jacob. I am a math major here at Seton Hall. And what were the other things that you said for us to say? It was you were cutting in a little bit, cutting in and out a little bit there.
Hopefully that was just a Discord issue. Your pronouns and what role you're going to be playing in this campaign, and then a fun fact.
As in the Pokemon that I'm playing?
Yes.
Okay. I will be playing a Mareanie, and a fun fact about myself, I am just a really big fan of poison types and dragon types.
Fun, nice. That will come into play very soon, don't you guys worry. And then next up, we'll have Glastine. Introduce yourself.
Hi everyone, I'm Glastine. I am a sophomore here and a creative writing major. My pronouns are she, her, and here I will be playing as the Eevee. And a little fun fact about myself is that outside of this, I actually do a lot of story writing, which is hence why I'm a creative writing major.
We twinning. And next and last but not least, our final player, Jack. Introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Jack. I'm a quantitative economics major, psych minor. I'm playing as a Tynamo. And let's see. I guess fun fact, I'm on Shu's competitive Splatoon team. You'll be seeing from us pretty soon. And I guess I'll say favorite Pokemon is Rowlet.
Awesome. Perfect. All right.
I'm realizing I could have given a better fact there.
No,
You're good.
You're totally fine. So, with that all finally taken care of, let's finally begin our story, and we're gonna do some cool stuff. This is something I made last minute. So give me a sec. Let me show you this cool little thing I made. So say hello to the main setting of this story, known as the Golden Archipelago, or sometimes called Aurum, the Aurum region, if you will. And this is where our story will begin, specifically over on the bottom right corner, this island known as Cobalt Island. And one sec, please. Let me just first let me turn down the bongo. I don't want to deafen you guys. And then our first well, character, I guess, that we will be seeing will be someone living off having their own fun times in Cobalt Village, I believe. Let's make our way to, well, not specifically the village, but more on the coast of it, on the outskirts. Here we find ourselves in this beach place. It's inhabited by quite a lot of aquatic Pokemon, just sort of vibing and doing their own thing. Everyone's just minding their own business, pretty much, and it looks pretty normal. And then there's the house on the top left, just the lone house, home to two Pokemon in particular. Yes, Pincurchin is sighted. That's weird. Hold on. Okay, I'm sorry. Bongo is glitching on my end, so that's likely going to be showing on the stream, but I'm sorry. There's only so much I can do. So, one of these residents is actually this Pincurchin themselves, and the other one is currently in their house, just vibing. Ostinato, why don't you describe real quick? So we'll do a little bit of theater of the mind. What does your house look like, or your room, if you will?
It is pretty incredibly messy, despite being a little minnow. I don't know how I would make a mess, but it's possible. I have a little bit of issues controlling my electricity sometimes, so there might be, like some scorch marks or some crap, But I'm very carefree, just kind of not giving many cares and reckless even sometimes. But so very messy room, I would say.
Yes, yeah, like from the outside it looks fine, looks a little out of place, of course, but beach houses exist. Yeah, why don't you put your token right in front of that house?
Alrighty, perfect. Let's...
Just drag the icon.
Yeah, there it goes, I think. Okay, I am dragging. It's taking a second.
Okay. Oh boy, more technical difficulties.
It's dragging from my character portrait, right?
Yes. I think
okay, cool.
I will be able to do it, so if you're having issues, let me know.
Yeah, you might just do it for this.
I did it. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
So, here we have our buddy Ostinato, who's just vibing out, and he looks like any normal Tynamo, except for the large burn scar across his was it left eye or right eye? I don't want. I want to put
That
the
would be
skull on
left.
the-
Yeah, that would be left.
Exactly. Yeah, and it is referencing exactly what you think it is. But yeah. So Ostinato, it's a normal, dull, boring. I tried to say both at the same time. A very dull day. You've been a very curious individual, just sort of doing your own thing. And you've kind of done the extent of that you're at least allowed to do. So right now, you are just bored out of your mind. However, you are able to obviously recognize your dad, the pink urchin, who... What was their name, by the way?
It was Yuri.
Yes, alright. Yuri is just basically like sunbathing along along the shoreline, just taking in some of the water underneath while also taking the sun from above. You can move your token if you'd like.
Yep, perfect. I'm just gonna go say hello.
And let's be a little funky. And oh my god, there's no scar on the other side. Yes, we pay attention to detail. But yeah, so you walk over, and your father greets you. He's like, hello, Ostinato. How are you doing?
And I'm just bored out of my ever-loving mind. Like, I would rather be doing anything else. There's nothing much around here, to be honest.
Yes, well, you've always been a very curious individual, I understand, but, you know, curious minds tend to wander, and they can wander into danger, you know this. So, I know that you like exploring just, well, I've said this plenty of times, just keep away from the caves, alright? We don't want to get in trouble there, you know why.
Yeah.
In any case, I'll just be relaxing over here. He says as he just like leans back and just keeps like taking in the waves and all the other Pokemon, either the ones that are on the beach side or just swimming around in the water. They're also just vibing. Nothing really is going on. Same boring stuff. So, you kind of want up to do your own thing, Ostinato.
Alright, interesting. Let's see. I think...
The pathway down leads to the main actual village of Cobalt Village. You just live on the outskirts.
I think there's something more likely to going down there, so I'm gonna head my way over.
Alright.
Okay, we're just gonna plot me here.
Just immediately skip the pathway that I spent so much time working on.
I'm
No,
so
kidding.
sorry. I'll
Nah, you're
leapfrog
fine.
between places.
It's totally fine. But yeah.
I'm just that fast. I'm just that fast, you know.
Exactly. Yeah. No, actually, no. You don't even take the pathway. You just.
Oh yeah, I
literally-
float. I just
You
float.
just float above the rocks and just jump over there. So you walk down the rocky path, and it slowly morphs into more grassy terrain. Not the effects, just in general. And you start looking into the actual mainland of Cobalt Village, and you are greeted by a rather, like, you look up to the top left, you'll find your icon already there. And now, the thing with Cobalt Village is that it's mainly, like, populated by a bunch of avian Pokemon, a bunch of birds. So, the first house that you see is that of the mayor, Mayor Nimbus the Altaria. There's also a statue of a bird, of a ancient bird Pokemon that is said to, Ostinato, I believe. You believe that, you've heard at least, like, sort of like abridged history that this ancient Pokemon helped found this town, and so they everyone erected a statue in its honor. And right there, observing it, is a Zatu. Jack, you can move your token. It's okay.
I'm just kind of chilling, observing. But here we should go say hello to Zatu.
All right. If you, I don't have a name for anyone, for most of the people here. So if you want to come up with names, you're more than welcome to. These are characters that you know. Like, these are bird Pokemon, and they're mostly flying types, and then there's a water type. So, of course, an electric type eel would stick out, but you've actually lived near these people for quite some time that it's not really much of an issue. They've all grown used to you, and like some of them have even warmed up to you, including this Xatu who's like, oh, hello, Ostinato. How are you doing today?
Kind of bored, but just coming in, seeing what's going on in town today. Saying hello to all the people here.
Well, that's quite nice of you, but not much going on at the current moment. But you know, one thing that has always been at the same time impressive, but also, for the lack of a better term, concerning, is you're I don't mean to be rude or anything, but you do tend to be a bit rash at times. Maybe you should take the day to just relax and meditate. I've been just looking at our founder statue and just thinking and just meditating. It's quite relaxing, actually. I highly recommend that you try it.
I appreciate the offer as always, Mr. Xatu. I know this is told to me all the time, but it's just I can't sit still. It just does not work for me. But you know, you do you. Keep up with your cool meditation stuff.
All right. We're all different beings, different Pokemon. We all have different lifestyles. Nothing wrong with that. Then all I ask is that you stay out of trouble with whatever adventures you get mixed up in.
Yeah, don't worry. I would never get into trouble. I've got it all totally under control.
Yes, of course. He says, not entirely believing you, but he's just like, yeah, whatever. And so you continue your way. You see a Pelipper on a nearby house. He's just sitting on the roof, just like taking like a nice a deep breath of air. Up on the right, you see a Golduck who's basically watering their plants, just like forming water from their palms and just dispersing them along the different plants. And on the towards the lower parts, you see a Decidueye family. You see a Hunter and a Ronin Decidueye. I can change this for you. There you go. And they both I don't. My bad. I cannot change the icons from this side. I gotta do it from a different point. There we go. Ta-da! They have the ability to turn themselves around. And you're greeted by Raphael and Silva, the Decidueyes. And you see their little baby Rowlet that Raphael is carrying. And Raphael goes, oh, hello, Ostinato. Another dull day, I take it?
Yeah. Pretty typical. How are you all and little baby Rowlet doing today?
Doing quite well. We're just taking a nice walk. I've told you all about my own adventures, so you know how crazy my life has been. But it's very refreshing to, well, the most crazy adventure has been taking care of this little one. He says he's like holding the little baby Rowlet on his shoulders. We're just taking a nice walk, just taking it easy. I know you're young, you are a bit adverse to that, but that's all right. Just obviously stay safe, be careful. That's all I can say.
Of course. Well, good luck. Let me know if y'all decide on a name for Rowlet sometime soon. I'd love to know.
Yes, of course.
Alrighty. Well, I think I might head over to see Skarmory and all the Gimme Ghoul at his shop over there. But y'all have a great day.
Have a nice day. By the way, getting a little meta, breaking the fourth wall. This is a character inspired by one of my friend's D&D characters from last semester. Max, if you're watching this, yeah, now you know why I asked about if your character would end up having kids after his adventure. Yeah, shout out to Raphael. I think it was a fighter. But anyways, getting a little meta here, but it's a little fun thing. So You go over to the Skarmory, and he's a shopkeep, but obviously as a steel type, they're very invested in all types of rocks and minerals, especially metals. So you see that he's selling like some jewelry, some fine, like more luxurious items, but also just some other cool little metallic knickknacks and trinkets and things like that. And their little buddies, a bunch of Gimmighoul, just vibing around, and just like you can see like two are riding their back playfully. A few of them are over in this large container just sifting through a shipment of supplies, and then the Skarmory sees you, is like, hello Ostinato.
Alright, hello Mr. Skarmory, how are you doing today? How's the shop going?
Doing all right. I just had a nice sale. Give it a little discount to the new parents back over there. He's motioning a wing towards Silva and Raphael. But it's very, very nice to see that our town has been very happy. How are you doing, actually?
Bored, but you know, everyone seems to be enjoying the peace, so I can at least appreciate that for them. But I bet the little Gimmighoul are getting kind of restless too, I imagine. Just nothing too much crazy going on, and they like to wander, you know.
And one of them like peeks in and is like, can we go to the cave? And everyone's like, cave, cave, cave. No, hey, easy. Not now, okay? Our expedition is not for another week, okay? Remember, it's not safe over there, so we can't just go in willy-nilly. We have to prepare, and we're getting some new mining equipment coming in, and we'll go and look for any new treasures down there. And they're like, yay! They go, Eevee! It's like, yeah, they're quite a handful, but no, well, I've never been able to have children of my own, so this is the next best thing. And like the Skarmory says, after like one of them sort of like clings onto their neck and sort of like gives them a nice little embrace.
So precious. I'm glad y'all are doing so well. But yeah, make sure, if you ever do go to that cave, make sure you have someone strong, like me perhaps, but preparation is important, I guess.
Of course. Well, I'll definitely keep that in mind, little one. All right, and so this pathway leads to a few different places, but one place that has been, well, being mentioned quite a bit today has been, well, the cave. And you just can't help but think about it. You just can't help but have it pique your curiosity, Ostinato. It's like the temptation is getting too great. You feel the need that you have to check that cave.
Yeah, something about it just kind of speaks to me.
So would you like to continue down that pathway?
Yeah, we're gonna head on there.
All right, so you make your way towards the entrance of the Cobalt Cave, and it's the grassy meadow starts to fade slightly, and then starts getting replaced by a bunch of jagged rocks and just dirt terrain. And you are making your way, like get a little closer to the entrance.
Yep. There we go.
And you are making your way there when you hear some strange noises coming from above you. One sec.
Oh boy.
Here's going on. Slight issue. What the heck is going on with Roll20? Oh, there we go. I'm sorry. And you hear a large, like, what sound like steps, and like a few small pebbles start like slowly falling, like start to fall down from above the entrance, and you see a cloth approach you.
Ooh.
And they are climbing down towards the entrance, and then they just proceed to leap right onto this rock right here. It's like, oh, hello there, Ostinato. Is venturing a little too close to the cave, huh? No, it's very dangerous in there. I'm supposed to be the guard, keeping any ferocious well, I've told you this spiel plenty of times. You already know it's dangerous.
I do, but I just can't help myself. So, you mind just letting me go right on through, or is that just not gonna work out today?
The cloth is thinking about this. He puts one claw right under his strangely robotic looking jaw. He's like,
W shape.
literally. Well, it's my better judgment, but you remind me of when I was young. You see, when I was young, I was always, butting heads with my parents, being like, "Oh, let me do something. Let me go wander off. Let me explore." And well, my parents, rightfully so, were like, "No, you have to stay home. It's dangerous." But every now and then, they let me wander, just to test my abilities, test my limits. Because once you're on your own, you need to take everything you've learned since you were young and put it to good use. So,
Yeah, how about we say I just come out by nightfall or something? That sounds like a good compromise.
and he winks at you. He's like, I agree with that. Just start shooting out a bunch of random electricity if you need any help, and I'll come
Alright,
over. And
gotcha. There's lightning flying out of the cave. There might be a bit of an issue, but I think I'll be fine.
Well, be safe, little one. All right. Don't want your old man to get on my rear for that.
Would not want that at all. You know how he is.
All right, and you start making your way to the into the Cobalt Cave, and we are going to shift. Hello. Oh God. Oh, I'm trying to change the music. Let me change the music, please. Oh God. But we are going to change. We're going to change. What am I trying to say? English, difficult. We're going to change perspectives.
Gotcha.